Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you rahajeng semengan lan Omswastiastu di Bali. This is our common greeting to greet you that means good morning and welcome to Bali. First of all, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Great, I'm fine too. I'm so glad to hear that. First of all, let me introduce myself before. My name is Nanda Setiawan, but you can call me Nanda for sure. I'm from Pandawa Tours and Travel, and I will be your tourist guide during the tour. And I hope you will have a great experience and satisfied with us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever visited Bali before?
No.
But this is your first time, right?
Yes.
Don't worry, because your choice is right to visit Indonesia, especially Bali. Well, ladies and gentlemen, because this is your first time to visit Indonesia, I would like to inform you about the general information of Indonesia. Indonesia has a many kind about ethnic, culture, social, economic, politics, especially tourism. First of all, Indonesia is one of the Southeast Asian country. That's why Indonesia has a 3 time zone. For the Sumatra, Java, west part of Kalimantan or Borneo is the Western Indonesia time zone or 7 hours. And the second one, all Kalimantan, Sulawesi, Nusa Tenggara and Bali is the Middle Indonesia time zone or GMT plus 8 hours. Or same like your country, Hong Kong, right? And the last one, for Papua and Maluku is Eastern Indonesia time zone or GMT plus 9 hours. So you can adjust your watch into our local time be at 7 a.m. or GMT plus 8 hours. Have you finished? Alright, thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the outside. The weather is very cloudy because as you know, Indonesia divided into 2 seasons, the dry season and rainy season. For the dry season, fall from April to September, and rainy season fall from October to March. And now, Indonesia, especially Bali, is the rainy season. So I suggest you to prepare the umbrella or raincoat, sweater or jacket or the comfortable clothes because the temperature in here is unpredictable. Right, ladies and gentlemen, have you changed your currency to rupiah?
No.
Oh, if you haven't had time to exchange money to rupiah, don't worry, because there's a many place you can exchange your money in airport, hotel, bank or many changer in there. Now for 1 Hong Kong dollar is equal 1,900 rupiahs. And I will inform you about the currency of rupiahs. There are 2 types of rupiahs. The first one is the coin and the second one is banknote. For the coin, start from 100 rupiahs, 200 rupiahs and 500 rupiahs, and the highest value is 1000 rupiahs. For the banknote, for the lowest value is 1000 rupiahs and 2000 rupiahs. And the brown one or the 5000 rupiahs, you can buy a bottle of mineral water. And the purple one or 10,000 rupiahs, you can give a tip for the porter or bellboy. And the green one or the 20,000 rupiahs, you can buy a bowl of noodles. And a blue one or the 50,000 rupiahs, you can buy a complete meal like a McDonald's or Burger King. And the last one for the highest value is 100,000 rupiahs is the highest value in the banknote. You are so lucky because everything in Indonesia is very cheap. Well, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes Indonesia called by archipelago country because Indonesia has around 17,000 islands like Sumatra Islands, Kalimantan or Borneo Islands, Sulawesi, Maluku, Papua, and Bali Islands, where we are now. Indonesia is a very unique because it passed 2 continents and 2 oceans. For the continent between Asia and Australia, for the ocean, Indonesia divided between Indian and Pacific Ocean. And Indonesia also is the 4th biggest country in the world after People's Republic of China, India, US, that support with around 700 ethnic, around 1000 language, and 6 religion acknowledged by government, like Muslim, Christian, Catholic, Buddhism, Confucius, and Hinduism. And as the biggest country, Indonesia also has a motto. The motto is Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, that represent about the unity in diversity. As the Republic, Indonesia also led by President. The name of President of Indonesia is Mr. Joko Widodo, we known as Mr. Jokowi. Beside him, he is a Mr. Maruf Amin as the Vice President of Indonesia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to arrive in Bali province. It is one of 34 provinces in Indonesia. It led by governor. The name of governor of Bali is Mr. Iwayan Koster, and the name of vice governor is Mr. Oka Arta Ardana Sukawati. The area of Bali around 5,700 square kilometers. It's made it with a several part of regencies and the one city. It has 8 regencies that's Bandung, Bangli, Buleleng, Gianyar, Jembrana, Karangasem, Kelungkung, Tabanan, and the one city is Denpasar. Just for information, the majority of religion in Bali is Hinduism. That's why you can easily to find men wear the udeng like this. Udeng is a piece of fabric that is usually tied around a man's head with the colorful shape and pattern like white, black, batik, and many more. As a complement to tradition, Balinese clothing and prayer, udeng is a symbol of Balinese divinity that's representative of Trimurti. The right pull of the fabric symbolizes the Vishnu. The left pull of the fabric symbolizes the Brahma, and the tip of the cloth above that is pulled down symbolizes Shiva. Besides udeng or traditional hat in Bali, Bali has a many culture like local tradition. You can easily to find canang sari everywhere in Bali. I would like to tell you an information about canang sari. The most important item in canang sari is called porosan. It's made from betel leaf, chalk, and gambir. Porosan is a place in a bowl made from coconut leaf. Porosan is a symbolism of Trimurti figure in Hinduism, which are Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Trimurti means three form is a concept Hinduism in which the cosmic function of the creation, maintenance, and destruction are personified by the form of Brahma the creator, Vishnu the maintainer, and preserve of Shiva the destroyer or transformer. Canang is also decorated with a flower with the 5 different colors. White flowers that point to the east represent Isvara god. Then the red flower that point to the south represent Brahma. The yellow flowers that point to the west represent Mahadeva. The black or the dark flowers that point to the north represent Vishnu. Lastly, the green flower in the middle represents Shiva. The flowers in Canang Sari are symbolized wisdom. Some of the flowers have a fragrance, while the other don't have it. It is similar into life. Some are good and some are not. For a traditional Balinese woman, it is an obligation to know how to make canang sari and other offering or called meja jahitan. Because offering the canang sari is one of the important daily activities other than cooking, take care of the children, or cleaning the house. However, this term is not common in these modern days. Now people can buy a canang sari from the traditional market. Normally, canang sari stayed for the one night after it is being prayed, and after before it's being removed to be replaced with the new one. After all, Hinduism is very concerned with the relationship between humanity and the environment. Whatever comes from the nature, it has to back to nature. And just for information, if you see canang sari on the ground when you are walking around the street, do not step over or step on it because it is considered as not respecting the culture and the religion, especially the one with incense that is still burning. Well, ladies and gentlemen, around 20 minutes we will arrive Batu Bulan Gianyar, Bali to see the Barong and Kris dance. Before we watching a dance, I would like to tell you an information about Barong and Kris dance. The Barong Kris dance is one of the many variants of the Barong dance that has developed in Balinese society. This dance has been packaged as a spectacle that attracts the attention of the general public, especially domestic or foreign tourists. The dance is regularly performed in Batu Bulan area Gianyar Regency every morning at 9:30 until 11:30 Middle Indonesia Time Zone or WITA. Even though it is a mass show that is enjoyed by many people, the scared value of the dance is still maintained. Like the Barong dance in a general, the Barong Keris dance tells the story of the internal clash between the Barong figure, who is a symbol of goodness, and the Rangda, who manifests the evil. The two figures are involved in the endless draw. Each other cannot bring down each other. The internal battle has a philosophy that in life, good and bad will always coexist and balance each other. The Barong Keris dance packs this philosophy into a story which consists of 5 acts. The Barong Keris dance opens with the presence of a barong, keket, or a mythological creature depicted with the lion head and the dance floor, who live with the monkey in the middle in the jungle. Once upon a time, a group of people appear who then try to attack Barong because they thought their son and being eaten by Barong. There was a fierce fight between the 3 people and Barong and the monkey. In the end, the monkey managed to injure one of the attackers. In the first half, appear as the 2 dancers from the followers of Rangda. But dancer is looking for Kunti followers who will face her party. In the second half, a Rangda follower transformed into a demon, which turned the 2 followers of Dewi Kunti into anger. The 2 followers then meet the party and together went to see Dewi Kunti. In the third round, Dewi Kunti appears with her son, Sadewa, who was promised to be handed over to Rangda as a sacrifice. Dewi Kunti actually did not have the heart to sacrifice Sadewa, but appeared a demon who controlled by the mind of Dewi Kunti and her party. Sadewa was arrested and tied up in the middle of the forest, where Rangda was. In the midst of this condition, Lord Shiva appeared before Sadewa and bestowed immortality. In the midst of this condition, Lord Shiva appeared before Sadewa and bestowed immortality on him. Rangda finally appeared and intended to kill Sadewa without knowing the power that God had given Shiva. Rangda repeatedly tried to attack Sadewa, but none of the attack hurt him. Rangda finally gave up and surrendered to Sadewa and begged to be freed from the curse so he could enter heaven. Sadewa fulfilled Rangda's request and saved him so that Rangda could finally experience moksha. Moksha in Hinduism means happiness. In this last part, Rangda followers named Kalika tried to meet Sadewa and also begged to be saved. Sadewa refused Kalika's request and there was a fierce battle between the two. To compensate for Sadewa, Kalika transformed into a wild boar and became a bird. Even though his form changed several times, Kalika always lost to Sadewa. Kalika then transformed into a Rangda figure that Sadewa could not beat. Sadewa also changed his form to Barong, the strength of Barong, the incarnation of Sadewa and Rangda. The incarnation of Kalika has equal strength, so they cannot beat each other. The Sadewa or Barong followers also tried to attack Rangda, but were defeated one by one. By the will of the Almighty, the followers of Barong are given strength, so that they are immune to attacks. The Barong Keris dance was closed with a thrilling performance from the dancer who showed their immunity to the Keris prick. The Balinese people believe that each region has its own protective spirit to protect the forest and its land. For each region, Barong is depicted with the different animal. Barong cat or Barong singa is the most common type of Barong found in almost all parts in the island. Meanwhile, Barong buntut is one of the type of Barong which only accentuate the front, generally performed by a single dancer. Other type of Barong is Barong landung or giant Barong, Barong celeng or the pig Barong, and Barong macan and Barong naga. This concept of balance is manifest in the mythology of the relationship between Barong and Rangda. The eternal food of barong and randa symbolize good and bad, which essentially coexist, neither bad nor good, both or which cannot be completely eliminated from human life. Goodness exists because of the existence of vice or crime against which the compare. Sometimes it's considered as bad because there is a good and a parameter of comparison. And just for information, the material of barong is decorated with the carved leather and hundreds of small mirrors. The mirrors were like jewel and glittering. The fruit of barong is made from the combination of the parasok or a pandan leaf fiber and the palm fiber. There are also those who replace the fibers with crow feathers. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now we are arrived at Batu Bulan to see the barong and keris dance. Please check your personal belongings and make sure don't leave them on the bus. Thank you for your attention and man your head and watch your step. See you in there.